right, here we have Ethereum versus the Bitcoin right now, the Bitcoin pairing, and we'll also do a little bit of US dollar pairing as well. Why not? But this one did pull back all the way to our 7.8 million Satoshi region, which is fine and is just another higher low. So that is good. This one showed strength exactly where it needed to, or maybe not showed strength, but put in a low exactly where it needed to. We did close on a bullish engulfing dildo on yesterday's daily, actually. And while short-term timeframes might pull back down to 8.1 million Satoshis, that's completely fine. The next major area to the upside is going to be 8.37 million Satoshis. Above there, I do look for this one to retest your current highs and then very likely continue on with the same technical target that we had before from the long-term ascending triangle breakout that was confirmed about 2 to 3 weeks ago now, actually, which is all the way up to 9.5 million Satoshis. And there is, continuation conditions above that over time as well. For right now, I do expect that we have hidden bullish divergence. Yes, we do. And we do have, actually, I really want to see volatility tick up from here. So that'll be the next sort of major thing to be looking for. Momentum on the daily probably, or at least hopefully, is going to be opening up with this move today as well. Let's see. This is actually a 2-day, but so let's go to a daily, for example. And daily will actually turn up, today above 8.4 million Satoshi. So it does kind of want to make a move today. We do have a nice trend line coming in from our lows from October 10th, connected with our 19th of November lows, and potentially coming in right at the edge of the bearish control zone right here as well. And then if we go match this up with not the Bitcoin pairing, but the dollar pairing, let's go on over here. And what do you know? Ethereum did put in a bullish engulfing dildo on yesterday's daily. But here's the thing. This one's actually a little bit more tricky because you are still below your last major level. And that is the 4160 region right here, or on a closing basis, 4130. So if we put on our drawing tools, same shit as before, right? If we go to a 4-hour, you do have potential hidden bearish divergence. If this one does fail to essentially push through about 4130 today, actually. So really need to see even a 4-hour closure above there would be pretty damn good for, at minimum seeing another move up towards 4230 to 4250. Personally speaking, I do think that you'd see, something like this. You'd probably ebb and flow and then boom, pop back up to your prior daily range highs. That would start to look really, 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 really good. So I'm going to get rid of that, actually. Sorry. Want to get rid of my damn LARP lines. Understand that is a little bit of hopium for right now. Oh, where does the 4-hour come into a little bit of an issue? Well, that would obviously be on a closing price below about 38.90. You do confirm a local high and hidden bearish divergence and targets back down towards your lows at just below 3,700, and obviously the same conditions as before. If you start to close below this region, even on a 4-hour now, because it actually is working rather well in these low-term timeframes, I would be looking for, at minimum continuation towards your last 4th of December wick lows at about 34 to 3,500, or actually more like 3440 actually, and then a bounce in and come back to it after that. But for right now, Ethereum, both on the Bitcoin pairing and on the US dollar pairing, doing something significant. We even have multiple drives of bullish divergence off that last low. I wonder where the weekly is right now. Yeah, weekly's bouncing off the weekly 21. Again, bouncing exactly where you like the last chance for love, and at least in my opinion, if you want to see the current trend have a bit of continuation. If you look at the 5-day and the weekly, I think that really helps smooth out the data. You just basically been seeing a consolidation within this region for a while, and that becomes a lot more obvious on a line chart. Again, do I look for massively new all-time highs just yet? No, of course not. I need to see this thing above about 45.20 or so on a daily, and at that point we start to talk about targets towards 5,400 and then 6,000 something rather. Until then, be aware of where the short-term time frames start to change around. But for right now, showing a little bit of strength alongside Bitcoin. So this is good. And let's also check out over here as well. Apologies, I almost missed this. But daily Stokes, guess what? They're going to cross the upside with any sort of a closure today above 39.20. We do have a nice trend line coming in from these last few lows here as well. Would be a rejection of the bearish control, which is good. And the 2-day, which is closing 2-day, would cross back onto the upside above 42.30 for what it's worth. So hopefully that was helpful. And there you go for Ethereum versus the dollar, sir.